Good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us on this edition of Citizen Live at 1. I'm Janet Mbogwa. We begin our bulletin by crossing over to MPEKETONI, where our reporter Alex Kubasu will be able to bring us up to date on the latest developments there. We know that the humanitarian crisis is worsening by the day. Alex, tell us more about what's happening in MPEKETONI today.
Yes, indeed, Janet, we are still here at MPEKETONI. Here we are at the MPEKETONI Sub-District Hospital. We've been making rounds, gathering information about what is really happening here. And up to now, a primary school, Lake Kenyatta, has since been closed down, and a secondary school, despite today being the half-term, but they have also been sent home. And here at the MPEKETONI Sub-District Hospital, we managed to speak to the health officer, the information health officer, Mr. James Mwenda, and he now joins us live to give us the situation really as it is here at the hospital, the condition of the bodies, and how many are so far remaining. So, Mr. James Mwenda, welcome. You are on Citizen TV. Please tell us how many bodies are still remaining in the makeshift morgue, and what is the situation of the bodies?
So far, as we speak now, the remaining bodies are 16. Before they were 14, but today we have received 2 more bodies of the two missing brothers. Mm-hmm. Yes.
And what is the condition of the bodies, given that they are being laid in a makeshift morgue? They are actually literally on the ground.
Yes, they are on the ground, but already the 14 bodies, they have been packed well, but the 2 bodies, they are ongoing treatment. They are treating them now.
Yes. Yeah. And also tell us, what is the capacity of the mortuary, and did you get any substantive help maybe from the health, the better equipped hospitals to take care of the situation as it occurred after the Sunday night attack?
Yes, our medical director organized for they helped us with the equipment that we needed, and also the Red Cross helped us with the back bodies. So all the bodies have been packed except those 2, but already the bags are there.
So the situation as it is right now, we are told that there are only clinical officers and maybe nurses. The doctors all fled because of their security. Could you confirm that?
That information, we have the medical director, but currently here at MPEKETONI Hospital, our MO, he did not flee, but after confirming the death of the 48 bodies, since he was traumatized, he was in the presence of one of our doctor was killed in the guest house. So our medical officer was in that guest house. So whatever he saw traumatized him. So he asked for permission, but he did not flee. Yes. So
how many doctors do you have, and how many are on duty?
Currently, we don't have any doctor on duty, but our director is in charge.
Thank you so much, Mwenda. Yes, Janet, our team, also led by Michael Njenga and also the other crew, are out to look for the situation as it were. There are information that some people have already fled from their residence, their homes. The villages have been left without people there. They are fearing for their security. There is already information that there could be an IDP camp at somewhere called KITALE, and that is what Mike and the other crew have gone out to seek and to find what really is the situation. In the marketplaces, there are signs of people opening their businesses, but fear is still rife, and we shall be able to give you a detailed coverage in our forthcoming bulletins at 4 p.m., at 7 p.m., and even at the top of the hour at 9 p.m. Back to you in studio, Janet.
All right, Alex Kubasu, many thanks. Alex Kubasu standing by the MPEKETONI Sub-District Hospital. A recap of what he's been able to tell us, even speaking to the officer over there. The health official has said that so far the remaining bodies in the makeshift mortuary are 16. There were 14, but 2 others were brought in. The 2 brothers who were found earlier today, 15 kilometers away, were brought in. So 16 in total. The Kenya Red Cross has been able to provide them with body bags, so they are still working on various, preservation of the body and hoping that these bodies are also going to be claimed by their families. The medical officer, he said, did not flee the scene. They didn't flee at all, but he was traumatized by the events of the day on Saturday. No doctor on duty. No reports are clear as to whether they fled the scene or not, but so far with the medical officer, he was simply traumatized and asked for permission not to be present performing those duties. Those are the updates as of now. We'll be able to bring you details of the developing so-called IDP camp there, where a lot of people have made their way to that central point because they feel that it's the most secure part right now after fleeing the attacks earlier on over the last few days. So we'll bring you updates and confirmation of that as and when we get them. In other stories we're following for you, there was drama at the Nakuru Water and Sanitation Services Company after members of the County Assembly allied to TNA and URP differed on who should manage the water company. The MCAs exchanged blows even as other people tried to separate the clashing leaders. The MCAs are bitterly divided over distribution of jobs at the Nakuru Water and Sanitation Services Company. Willis Waburu reports.
When the leaders picked and elected to steer Nakuru to greater heights differed over a crucial public appointment, they opted to use brawn over brain in their quest to settle their scores. A fight right at the heart of Nakuru County. This was at the Nakuru Water and Sanitation Services Company, and these are the members of the County Assembly. Trouble started after URP MCA stormed the managing director's office seeking to kick out of office the interim MD James Nganga, who was appointed by the board, which had also sent the former MD John Cheriot on a compulsory leave on Friday. The MCAs, who are led by Paul Chebor from Solai Ward, argued that Cheriot was sent on a leave, yet his term had not come to an end.
Hii kampuni penye imefika saa hii haiwezi hata lipa mshahara ya mfanyakazi. Mshahara ya mfanyakazi analipa mwezi ile nyingine. Na sasa imefika mwisho wa tamu yake. Bodi imemtuma end on leave. Bodi chamfuta, bodi imemtuma end on leave.
Tunataka tuone management inafanya kazi na wananchi wote wanasaidiwa.
However, more than 10 MCAs allied to the National Alliance Party arrived moments later and roughed up their URP colleagues, insisting that Nganga was legally in office because Cheriot's term had expired and would therefore not be leaving the office anytime soon. Now, even as the MCAs clashed over just who should hold the plum post of MD over the local water company, most Nakuru residents have been forced to stay without water for a long time, owing to inefficiencies at Nawasco. Willis Raburu, Citizen at 1.
Police in Trans Nzoia County have rescued a 4-year-old boy who'd been kidnapped on Saturday. Police officers found the boy kept inside a hole dug in a maize plantation in the Sirende area. Parents say that the abductors had demanded a ransom of 5 million shillings and threatened to kill the child if the money was not delivered. According to area police boss Lillian Okembo, detectives acted on intelligence reports and successfully tracked down the geographical location of the abductor, who finally turned out to be a houseboy working for an immediate neighbor. The suspect confessed that he had been ordered by his employer to take the boy hostage because they believed the child's family was wealthy.
Asubuhi hiyo mwenye hiyo namba akapiga simu kwa mke wangu, akasema anataka milioni 5.
2 suspected thugs were beaten to death in a case of mob justice, while 3 others escaped after foiled robbery near Mamboleo Estate in Kisumu County. The suspects were allegedly caught red-handed trying to steal by residents who turned on them and gave them a vicious beating.
It is a turn of events that saw 2 suspected robbers attacked by angry residents in Shoreview Estate in Kisumu County following a foiled robbery. The commotion outside his home at 4:30 a.m. compelled one of the residents to leave his house so as to establish what was happening. The robbers allegedly attacked him.
Ametangulia kunipiga hapa. Nilikuwa nakaribia. Ametangulia kunipiga hapa, nikaanguka chini. Na yeye pia akasereza akaanguka. Nikaamuka. Kwenda kumshike mara ya pili. Amekuwa na price. Amewekwa tu hapo. Akanipiga nayo hapa. Nikaanguka tena na yeye pia akaanguka. Ndio nikaweza kufanya nini? Kumpata. Sasa wengine wakaingia hapa kwa mahindi. Sasa nikaanza kupiga nduru hapo na hapo. Neiba zangu tu hapa wakafanya nini? Wakatoka haraka.
The gang, however, put up a fight as the residents attempted to apprehend them.
Huyo mwenye nilikuwa na yeye mwenye amefika kwanza kama kwanza kumchapa akatoa because alikuwa amenilalia. Akamtoa. Halafu yule mwingine alikuwa na nini? Anatoroka tena, wale wengine wamekuja nyuma wakampata tu. Ndio watu wamechapa hao tu.
It is believed that the gang wanted to steal poles from the fences of houses that are under construction. One of the suspects is said to have been a notorious chicken thief in the area. Salim Bilu, Citizen Live at 1.
3 children, among them twin boys, died after a wall collapsed on them as they played outside their house in Weaver's Estate, Nakuru County. The wall reportedly gave in after masons working on one side of the wall piled sand against it as the children played on the other side. The twin male infants died on the spot while their sister died upon admission at the Rift Valley General Hospital. Wayne Owino reports.
The sound of a wailing mother mourning the death of her 3 infants. Her fellow women quick to comfort her as the reality dawned on the community here that life will never be the same for them and the children's family following the tragedy. According to neighbors, the 3 children were playing on one side of this wall, oblivious to the danger posed by builders on the other side who were piling sand against it. When the wall eventually collapsed, the 3 children were buried under sand and stone rubble, with the twin boys dying on the spot and their sister succumbing to her injuries while being treated at the Rift Valley General Hospital.
Sasa kidogo tu hivi, mamake kidogo tu kusonga hapo mbeleni, kusikia tu kidogo, shosho yake akasema, yani nikasikia tu nduru nilikuwa ndani ya nyumba. Nikasikia eti tuokolee watu hii wameangamia.
The spectre of cracked walls appears common at this estate, a matter that poses a continuous risk to the estate's dwellers.
Kupiga nduru hao mafundi wenye walikuwa wana songeza hiyo mchanga watusaidie, sijui walipotelea wapi, kama walitoroka tu kidogo.
Residents are now asking the Nakuru County government to look into both the standard of workmanship that is applied to the building of houses in the estate, as well as means of bolstering already weakened walls. Owino Wayne for Citizen Live at 1.
Transport along the busy Kitengela-Nairobi-Namanga Road was yesterday paralyzed for 5 hours after market traders barricaded a section of the route to protest their eviction by the county government to pave way for the expansion of the road.
They took to the streets to strongly protest their eviction from stalls at the Kitengela market, which have been brought down to give way for road expansion. The traders who paralyzed activities along the busy highway engaged police in running battles for the better part of the day, forcing the police officers to fire tear gas canisters to disperse them. The angry traders have blamed the government for carrying out evictions without providing them with an alternative market ground. They have also accused the county government of forcefully taking over the market grounds.
Askari waliposikia tuko na maandamano hata kwenye katiba ni haki iko. Sasa askari walipokuja baada ya wasikize sisi waliweza kuturushia tear gas. Sisi hatukuwa na ugomvi na wao. Sisi tulikuwa tunalilia haki yetu.
First round wamekuja wakakata ile njia tukanyamaza. Sasa leo asubuhi kitu mwendo wa saa 4:30 wamekuja wakaweka mark tena, wanataka kukata soko, na tunaona wanataka kutufukuza, wametunyanyasa sana mpaka kanzo isukulikangi na sisi.
Several people were arrested during the protest and taken to the Kitengela police station awaiting charges. Evelyn Omboy, Citizen Live at 1.
You're watching Citizen Live at 1. We're back after the break with your business news. And later, after Citizen Live at 1, the sports team will bring us Viva Brazil. They're busy preparing in the studio right now, so we'll have those details after Citizen Live at 1.